All right, everybody, welcome back to the Tony Hawk Marathon. So we just had the any percent race, and now we've got an all goals race between Kami.
Pro goals.
Sorry, whoa. I was staring at the category, and I thought, no, I'm just going to read this one wrong because. But yeah, Kami and Frankie, take it away.
Hi, I'm Frankie.
Hey, I'm Crystal Kamikaze, or Kami is fine.
And yeah, we're going to be doing all the pro skater goals in this game.
Yeah.
Like you probably saw with the any percent race, usually when you finish this game, you get your own goal, depending on the skater you choose. We're just going to go through all the ones that are in the game.
Doing them in straight order, so it's easier to keep track.
And yeah, there's a lot of... kind of a fast run. It should be around 20 minutes or so.
And I'm the Paco, by the way. Hi, I'm back again for commentary. This is one of the extra categories. This is actually one of our category extension categories, which might be adding it back to regular THPS4 soon. But it's kind of like one of those things that just someone did once and then kind of just took off a little bit. There's a couple of runners for this. These two are really close. Good. Both of these guys are really close to each other. So this is gonna be a good race.
All right. If y'all want to get set up, we can go ahead and do a countdown.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right,
I am also ready.
All right. Let's get it ripping in 3, 2, 1, go.
So starting off Tony Hawk. I just say hi to Tony Hawk, guys, because we're not going to be with him very long. In fact, this is like one of the last few times you'll see him in this marathon, I think. No, you see him in Downhill Jam. There's a bit of an exploit here where you actually don't have to do some of the tricks.
Yeah, the last group of 3 tricks you don't actually have to do.
Oh man,
I messed it up.
Oh no, bailed. Nice.
yeah, I'm
It's
having
really
a rough
weird
time.
how it works.
Basically, yeah, we're gonna be skipping this round right here, and that's because we do 2 reverts. And reverting in this game is kind of weird. Very similar with the goal floats that was in college for any percent. It just has a very strange behavior.
Yeah,
And
and
two of them is as soon as they get down the goal, they'll go straight to another level with that skater, because pro skater specific goals are usually in a specific level as well. Bob's goal is a bit weird.
Yeah,
You'll find out with this one.
Bob's goal also has some revert tech that was recently discovered, so I'll be attempting to do that as well.
The biggest issue with this one is, as you are seeing, both skaters have to go around this loop, and it's kind of disorienting for one, and 2, it's not perfectly positioned, so you kind of have to do like a blind jump and pray that you actually get to the other side. If you miss it, you bail. And honestly, the disorienting part is the thing that gets me the most. I just see it, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, the last round is pretty rough because you have to do a samba flip, which takes a while to land. I got it and then I bailed. But yeah, but if you hold down, you can actually like stay in the air for a very long time. Oh, no.
I was almost out around enough to not get that. That was weird.
So
yeah, I'm just
Steve's goal here also very related to floats, where you're doing some revert storage, and you can get it done super quickly.
Yeah, I think this one was found relatively recently, question mark? Okay. The pro goals are not like ran super much, but the reverts kind of, as you see, like we didn't do some of those tricks. The reverts just counted. It's wonky. Revert storage is really powerful in this game if you give them the right context and everything. How those combo letters go. Oh, no, not combo letters. How this goal goes, rather.
I did not get the second gap right there, so I actually have to do this twice as much. You're supposed to usually get 2, but if you miss the second gap for whatever reason, it just counts as 1.
So with Kareem Campbell here, it's a bit of an auto-scroller. it's just basically doing these tricks over a roof gap, and in a little bit it'll require combos, and at the very end it'll require one big combo to finish it off.
Yeah, the fog you guys are seeing as well. The Tony Hawk games, because they're older games, one of the ways that they could hide loading in geometry and all that stuff on lesser powerful computers was to add fog. Which I think Kami's computer is not the greatest in the world.
Yeah,
So,
I'm playing on a laptop right now.
well, there you go. So this is like one of the ways you do it. There's some mirrors that do it just for the ambience of it, but they're weird.
It does look very spooky.
It's very
like
spooky.
A Tony Hawk creepypasta.
Yeah, Silent Hill version.
Tony EXE. Yeah.
Can't wait for the creepypastas about this.
It gets really spooky. It gets really spooky on Shipyard with the fog.
Isn't it because it's also a very dark level too on top of it, so it just adds to it?
Yeah, it's just...
Okay. Or the colors are darker, rather.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
I completely forgot how bad of an auto-scroller this is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lol.
it's usually 2.5 minutes.
This is content right here.
Just going back and forth, back and forth.
Way to go!
So as you see there, I
So
did
what's your favorite run so far in this marathon?
I did all of my cardinal tricks there and waited for it to ask me to do the very final combo. And then once it does that, you can just land it and it'll count.
Okay, here's the full part.
I actually don't know too much about this scroll of Ruin Glyphberg.
It's very hard to do quickly. There's definitely some very high places you need to get to, such as the cell block here. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Just do the tricks that they ask you and you're golden.
There's also another goal later in Alcatraz with another skater known as Pam Margera, who... that's a goal. That's a goal. That is one of the goals. We'll get to that very shortly. You guys will love that one. Honestly, whenever I see speedruns of this, that's usually the part where I come in at. And then that's usually the part where people reset at because it's so weird.
So Eric Costin's goal is basically a grind simulator balance test. There's 3 different stages. You just gotta grind the whole rail, and that's pretty much the whole goal. Pretty tough as a kid, though.
Yeah, the balance can like really throw you off.
Even if you do have 10, it kind of just throws you off.
Yeah, this game's it's not super generous.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Like it's noticeable. Like if you try to do it like a 0 grind, you're gonna have a terrible time. But 10 is still like it got a lot better in Thug 1 onwards. Regardless of the tricks you can do to like reset your balance meter, it's a lot more generous in that game, as you said.
Let's do this. Hey, I need someone.
With Bucky Elastic's goal, pretty straightforward also. They're going to give you 5 combos. The only hard part is that they're going to take away pieces of the ramps here, which is supposed to mess you up. But luckily, these 2 stay here for the whole time, so we can just abuse that.
Do a bunch of 540, a bunch of semi-flips.
Yep.
But I mean, not 100 every so often. Easy.
That's a cover shot.
Yeah, it'd be a lot harder if it was like randomly choose as opposed to like the same 2 you could just stick at.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nightmare.
You see Birdman in it.
I can only imagine like it falling out underneath you and you just fall into the abyss. Because if you fall out of bounds, does it reset you or does it end the goal?
It resets you.
Welcome.
Okay. Not too bad then. All right, shopping carts time. Hope y'all enjoy.
Yep.
This might make or breaks Kami's run.
So there's actually a speed glitch here. If you hold a face button, aka triangle, square, or circle, in addition to X, when you're pushing the cart, you actually get a massive speed boost. And that's mostly used in the first and third runs. The second one, this one that I'm doing right now, isn't very helpful because you just go crash into a barrier before you can actually control yourself. So
there's like no like movement in the air. As soon as you jump, that you're stuck in that direction. So if there's something in your way, you're bailing. Like there's nothing you can do about it. This can get very, very quick. It's like slalom running the same vein.
Oh my goodness.
Same vein of things just going fast. As you saw there, he just kind of bails. These things can just go too fast. You can he just barely nicked that one, and luckily it didn't hit him, but it got close there for a moment.
I'd say this is probably the most brutal pro goal in the game, in my opinion.
Again, this is the one I usually see when I watch one of y'all run this.
Hey, Rodney.
I did it first when I was doing my
difficult.
run, so I usually like to get that one out of the way.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. You can do this in any order that you want. You don't have to do it in
That was sweet.
from the order we're doing it, which is pretty nice. So if you have a struggling point, you can make that first and just work on that. So you don't have to worry about getting it at the end.
Luckily, the time is also generous for this for BAM's goals, so it's not like infuriating if you fail at once. It's just like if you fail a lot, it sucks. But
So Chad Musk's
Not so
goal
bad.
here is basically another grind simulator. They basically want you to do tricks to increase your beat meter because of Muska beats. But it turns out that if you just continue grinding, you'll get points as it goes, and you don't really have to do much other than balance. Pretty bad
how
goal,
Roman's
one of the
goal is
worst
so
in the
simple.
game. Definitely, I hate this goal for sure.
I'm assuming the intended way is supposed to go with the beat, just like in Thug 2, like the beatbox.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Thing
a
in some
pseudo
levels.
trick to the beat type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Just grinding makes it stupidly easy to the point of
Yeah.
Gotcha. And we're both on it.
And there's an IL for this goal too, so
Yeah, shout out to ILs.
There's an IL for this as well.
yep.
Oh,
This goal is time
oh
based
it is
for
a
some
timer,
reason.
so I guess so. What's the speed? Hold on, I'm not. Now I'm interested. I need to see the record for this. Try something really stupid.
Oh, nice. Just remember, I get 10%.
That's super unfortunate and a lot of time. Okay.
So the next three goals
What?
are pretty much a chunk of do certain tricks over this gap a few times goals, which are not necessarily the hardest, but definitely screwing up will lose you a lot of time.
1 minute 24 seconds by Saul. That is definitely one of the longer ILs. I think the thing that probably gets me the most about the Musko's goal is how grating the sound is after a minute. It's just like, please stop.
Yeah, they're not even good beats either.
Hey, don't tell him that. He's been featured in a number of games with his music. So. Some of these goals are just super trivial as well. You think that you could probably do in a regular goal, but for some reason it's just kind of introduced to them. I think they're supposed to be like based on like stuff they've done before, like IRL. if I
Yeah,
remember
I
correctly.
know that Andrew is pretty much known for his gap ability, so they built his pro goal around that.
Hey.
Same with Jeff Rowley.
There's not a lot of.
I don't remember the rest for them, but definitely those two in particular is what the ones I remember.
Let's see if you.
They try them all these a lot based on just like the style of skateboarder they are. Because there's some that are just like, you know, straight up like, you know, do a lot of tricks, some a bit more revert heavy, manual heavy, etc., etc.
Yeah, we can definitely see with Bam how they built his goal based around his antics. Let's just say that.
That's one word. That is one word.
We're out of here.
What are y'all's favorite like favorite goals of this route?
Favorite pro goal?
Trump and fraud.
I like when Jamie goes right.
I would probably say
that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would probably say for me, probably Rune.
Yeah, that or Rune, honestly.
Yeah, Rune's really fun to do fast, even though it's hard. It's really satisfying when you hit it.
I also really like Andrew goal. Like, especially if you're just trying to like do it as it's just like a nice relaxing goal. I don't know. It's like Alyssa's goal, but like less anxiety inducing. I guess.
Least favorite? Besides Bam.
Bob. Bob's my least favorite in general.
Probably Jamie for me.
Have we seen Jamie's goal yet? It's kind of like blurring a little bit, I'll be honest.
No, it's next up after Alyssa.
Oh boy. Cannot wait.
Last one here. Then we'll move on to Jamie's goal.
I guess while we're waiting for, because we're a bit of a lull between these runners, if y'all are interested as well, the Tony Hawk's speedrun community, we have, this is probably the biggest time in the community's history where we have so many good runners of all different types of games. And like, there's so many good runners and there's so much good resources we have at this point. If you're interested, by all means, come check out the Tony Hawk speedrun Discord.
Okay. This feeble. I was having I would just have the hardest time with this goal, and I'm not sure what's going on. I don't get it. That was happening in practice too. It's just that grind doesn't work. It's either like you'll do that or a Smith, and it's I don't know.
But yeah, by all means, you're just speedrunning Tony Hawk. We have resources pretty much every game, and speedrunners in every game. So if there's one in particular you were interested in, by all means. Usually players start with Thaw, maybe THPS4, definitely Thug 1. They kind of just branch out from there because those games can kind of catapult into the other games. But by all means, if you're also like in the Pro Skater 2, 1, 3, 4, Project A, Proving Ground, etc., we have all the runs in the world. You can pick and choose what you want to get into. They all have their own tech, all their own tricks.
And the community is
sometimes
nice,
it kind of carries
very
over.
helpful.
Yep, so this is the same goal that you saw at the end of the 80% race. And this will be time for me in a second here. And time.
That's a wrap, folks.
Nice.
Not too bad, not too bad.
I am very behind.
Yeah, Frankie just had a rough time. This game isn't mean to him. It's like tale of two runners type thing where the game will just be nice to one player, then absolutely destroy you on the second one.
That's how pro goals works. Even when me and Kami were doing
Hey, we can peace out.
like races just as practice, like it was still really rough.
A 17:25, by the way, Kami.
Oh, really?
Oh man. Yeah, that's tied with my PB.
That's not too far off world record. That was insanely quick.
Hit GG. Let's see if I can
Kinda
just
hard to beat that.
finish this at least, at the very least.
There's a whole lot that went wrong either for Kami either.
Yeah, I basically only messed up Tony, I think. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with that. It was really solid.
I can see why Jimmy's goal is also annoying. Now looking at it more clearly.
Yeah, it's just like you do the same thing every time and you get different results.
Like right here, the kickflip, the kiosk, sometimes that doesn't work. And you'll like do it exactly how you should do it.
No, I didn't get the wall right up. Unfortunate.
Can never get that wall ride. That's fine.
Perfect. We're out of here.
So come up final goal for you now, I think.
Yes. Last goal. It's gonna be cast, and then it'll be time.
Almost there.
Almost.
Still a good race.
Yeah, that was a good one.
You got this.
Kami played really well.
THPS4 is just an evil monster that will just give you something and then just take it away the next time. This is how it is. When I ran this, it was a monstrosity run.
Cheating time.
That's a wrap, folks.
That's another way you can get up there. You don't have to lip trick it, you just have to grind it as well. It's really cool. No, that was a good race.
GG, Frank.
both of you.
Yeah, GG Kami. Kami is the master of pro goals. He's insane.
Honestly, Kami is like the secret boss of the Tony Hawk community. He can just kind of get really good runs in most categories he runs. And it's like, he'll just come out of nowhere, get like an insane time, be like, what just happened? How did he get that run? He's been around for a long time.
Yeah, Frank's no.
No, that was a 1938 for you, by the way, Frankie.
Oh,
Frank is
okay.
Frank
At least it was.
definitely- Yeah, Frank definitely gave me a
More
run
runs.
for my money for this category as well as red goals. Franken is he's just an insane player for a lot of games. So
Thank you very
Any
much.
last shout outs for both of you?
shout outs to Paco for commentating.
Yeah, thanks for the commentary,
Yeah, I try.
helping out with us.
Go follow Frank
It was a good race.
at twitch.tv/Fnrakie.
And go follow Crystal_Kamikaze on Twitch.
And
Don't be surprised because out of all the years I've known Kami, he streams like maybe once in a blue moon.
Alrighty.
But
Well,
no, GG's guys.
yeah, thank y'all for the
GG.
race.
thank you for
Yeah,
having
no problem.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. We're going to go into a quick break and we'll be right back with the Packle himself finally doing a run.